The India-Pakistan conflict is one of the most enduring and dangerous rivalries in the world. It has its roots in the partition of British India in 1947. The partition led to the creation of two independent states, India and Pakistan. However, the joy of independence was overshadowed by violence and displacement. Millions of people were forced to flee their homes. Many lost their lives in the communal riots that followed. The partition plan included the division of princely states. These states were given the option to join either India or Pakistan. The decision was based on factors like geographic location and religious demographics. Kashmir, a Muslim-majority region ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, became a point of contention. The Maharaja delayed his decision, hoping to maintain independence. In October 1947, Pashtun tribesmen, allegedly backed by Pakistan, invaded Kashmir. The Maharaja, facing an existential threat, acceded to India. This triggered the first war between India and Pakistan over Kashmir. The war lasted until 1949. It resulted in India gaining control of about two-thirds of Kashmir. Pakistan gained control of the remaining one-third. The United Nations intervened in 1949. A ceasefire line was established. This line, known as the Line of Control, divided Kashmir. The UN also called for a plebiscite. This plebiscite would allow the people of Kashmir to decide their future. However, the plebiscite never happened. The issue of Kashmir remains unresolved to this day. The conflict over Kashmir continued to simmer. Tensions flared up again in 1965. This led to the Second India-Pakistan War. The 1965 war lasted for 5 weeks. It ended in a stalemate. Both sides claimed victory. However, the war had a profound impact on the relationship between the two countries. In 1971, India and Pakistan fought their third war. This war was sparked by the Bangladesh Liberation War. India supported the Bengali nationalists in East Pakistan. Pakistan accused India of interfering in its internal affairs. The war ended with the defeat of Pakistan. East Pakistan became the independent nation of Bangladesh. The 1971 war had significant geopolitical implications. It led to the emergence of Bangladesh as a new nation. It also solidified India's position as the dominant power in South Asia. The war further deepened the mistrust and animosity between India and Pakistan. The spectre of nuclear war has loomed over South Asia since the 1990s. Both India and Pakistan conducted nuclear tests in 1998. This raised fears of a nuclear arms race in the region. The international community expressed deep concern over the tests. Efforts were made to encourage both countries to engage in dialogue and arms control measures. Kashmir remains the most dangerous flashpoint between India and Pakistan. Both countries claim the entire region. They have fought 3 wars over it. The line of control remains heavily militarized. Ceasefire violations are common. The situation in Indian-administered Kashmir is particularly volatile. The region has witnessed a long-running insurgency. India accuses Pakistan of supporting the insurgency. Pakistan denies these allegations. The 2016 Uri attack and the 2019 Pulwama attack were major turning points. In 2016, militants attacked an Indian army base in Uri. This attack led to the deaths of 19 Indian soldiers. India responded with surgical strikes across the line of control. In 2019, a suicide bomber attacked an Indian security convoy in Pulwama. This attack killed 40 Indian paramilitary personnel. India blamed Pakistan-based militant group Jaish-e-Mohammed for the attack. India launched airstrikes on what it claimed was a Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp in Pakistan. Pakistan retaliated with airstrikes of its own. This brought the two nuclear-armed neighbors to the brink of war. The India-Pakistan conflict is a source of constant worry for the international community. The risk of a nuclear confrontation between the two countries is a nightmare scenario. The global community has a vested interest in promoting peace and stability in South Asia. Several countries and organizations have tried to mediate between India and Pakistan. However, these efforts have had limited success. The two countries remain locked in a cycle of mistrust and hostility. The recent escalation of tensions following the Pahalgam attack in April 2025 is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the region. The attack, which killed 26 tourists, was the deadliest in Kashmir in recent years. India blamed Pakistan-based militants for the attack. Pakistan denied any involvement. India responded to the Pahalgam attack with missile strikes on targets in Pakistan, and Pakistan administered Kashmir. Pakistan vowed to retaliate. The exchange of fire raised fears of a wider conflict. The international community condemned the violence and called for restraint. The United States urged both sides to engage in dialogue and de-escalate the situation. The United Nations Security Council also held an emergency meeting to discuss the situation. The path to peace between India and Pakistan is long and arduous. However, it is a path that must be pursued. The alternative, a nuclear confrontation, is too horrific to contemplate.